I can't believe it, but Marvel just officially revealed who is on Sam Wilson's new Avengers team, along with all the other teams we're going to be seeing in the movie. Let's talk about it. Because just earlier today, Disney held a marketing event in Italy, and they had a section on Avengers Doomsday, and they break it down by teams for the cast members. And obviously, you have like the basic ones, like the Fantastic Four. Then they introduced the Wakanda team. I'm not sure exactly what the announcer actually called them, since she's obviously speaking Italian, but this consists of Shuri, M'Baku, and Namor as of right now. Obviously, there could be more people joining them. Them being separate from the main Avengers team is kind of interesting. I feel like we all assumed Shuri was going to be in the new Avengers team, but no, then the presentation transfers over to Sam Wilson's team, and we have Chris Hemsworth as Thor, Paul Rudd as Ant-Man, Tom Hiddleston as Loki, which is the most interesting one here. Obviously, if you haven't seen Loki season 2, spoilers ahead here, but at the end of Loki season 2, he is kind of very separated from the rest of everything. He's kind of holding the entire multiverse together. I think everybody assumed he was not going to be on a team, and that maybe we were going to see Thor or Doctor Doom going into the TVA at some point, and that's how we were going to see Loki in this movie. But who knows? Maybe Doctor Doom gets there super early in the movie or something and pulls Tom Hiddleston's Loki out of that, and that's why he's now working with the rest of these Avengers. Then, of course, we have Anthony Mackie as Captain America, Danny Ramirez as the new Falcon, and it's kind of cut off, but on the right is Simu Liu as Shang-Chi. Of course, you do just have the regular Thunderbolts team. I think we all knew these guys were going to be working together. Now, there is something very interesting with how they listed Doctor Doom in this thing too, but we'll get to that in a second. First, we got to talk about the X-Men, because obviously this is kind of just the standard X-Men cast members that have been announced for this movie. No new members were announced in this presentation, so of course there could be more people like Phoenix here or more Marvel characters on Sam Wilson's Avengers team. But I do just kind of find it funny how they're just like, you know what, yeah, Channing Tatum never actually played Gambit in these original Fox X-Men movies, but everybody wanted it for so long. They finally gave it to us in Deadpool and Wolverine. They're like, screw it, let's just shove him in with the rest of the original Fox X-Men. Nobody will care. And honestly, I'm kind of glad. It's like a cool kind of what if scenario of what if Gambit actually was played by Channing Tatum back then, and we did get to see more of him with the actual X-Men team. Something I thought was obvious, but people are kind of blowing out of proportion, is when they list Robert Downey Jr. here, it says Victor Von Doom / Doctor Doom. Now, obviously, a lot of people were theorizing that he's going to be a Tony Stark variant or something, which I still think is a possibility. This is a marketing presentation, and again, they didn't reveal any new cast members or anything like that. They are not going to list him here as like Tony Stark / Doctor Doom, even if that is the case. And like, even if they do go that route, I do think they're going to have some way where he's like adopted by a different family or something, and his name is changed to Victor Von Doom. Like, they're not just going to have him be Tony Stark as Doctor Doom in this film. But honestly, if we don't have any more major cast announcements, it's kind of interesting that this is our new mainline Avengers team, because it's like half of the most powerful Avengers we've ever seen in our life and half of like the weakest. Because like, obviously with Thor, Shang-Chi, and Loki, those three are powerful enough to take on pretty much anybody by their own. But you still have our Sam Wilson Captain America without any super soldier serum. This version of Falcon is again just kind of a regular guy. Obviously, Ant-Man is very powerful. His powers are helpful and stuff, but I feel like compared to previous teams where we had like Hulk and Thor teaming up, this is a little bit weaker. Now, of course, obviously, yes, there are all these other teams that are probably going to be working together unless Doom's kind of tricking them all to fight against each other, which I do also think is very likely, at least for the start of this movie. Let me know in the comments below quickly, which of these new teams are you most excited to see working together in Avengers Doomsday, and what are your thoughts on this new Avengers team? If you want to hear some great Marvel news about how Avengers Doomsday is going to look visually and a bunch of other stuff, click the video above my head right now, and thank you so much for watching.